the responsibility expectation, pressure fear of failure, the trap identity tied to results anxiety burnout, loss of joy at the final stage. Success becomes survival. Instead of saying, I get to do this, it becomes, I have to do this. When your identity is tied to winning, losing feels like death. So you keep going, not for the dream, but for the fear of losing what the dream gave you. The hidden cost of always winning society loves champions, but only the ones in the spotlight. Away from the cheering crowd, the training feels like obligation, the discipline becomes punishment, and the glory feels distant. Joy becomes quiet. All that remains is the whispering fear of not being enough. If I stop, will they still admire me? If I fail, who am I then? If I lose, do I still deserve respect? If I quit, do I matter at all? Achievement becomes the oxygen you think you need to breathe. But if you always need the next success to feel worthy, how will you ever feel satisfied? How will you ever feel safe? The moral of the mountain: the world loves those at the top, yet the top can be a lonely, terrifying place. Think of mountaineers. Climbing gives purpose, and standing on the peak offers a few moments of awe. But no one can live there, the conditions are too harsh for life. You are not meant to stay at the top, only to visit. Yet many try to build their home there, clinging to success as if losing it means losing themselves. When quitting feels like failure, sometimes quitting is necessary, but pride whispers, you cannot stop, they will think you're weak. So you push harder through exhaustion, emotional emptiness, injuries, doubts, and loneliness. Success insists you must stay relevant. But here is the truth: if you must constantly achieve to feel worthy, you will never feel worthy enough. Burnout. The soul's alarm system. Burnout rarely begins in the muscles, it begins in the heart. It appears when progress no longer excites you, when the journey no longer inspires you, when the goal no longer fills you with purpose. Burnout happens when you pour out more than you receive, push harder than you heal, and chase louder than you listen. It is not weakness, it is wisdom disguised as exhaustion. Burnout is your soul whispering, you're losing yourself. Please come back. You can win and still feel empty. Imagine reaching the top of your field. You are admired, celebrated, and crowned the best. People scream your name, yet inside you feel an unsettling quiet. Why? Because the finish line is not the true destination. Finishing only reveals that external rewards cannot replace the deeper internal desires to grow, discover, and feel alive. The medal looks shiny, but does it feed the heart? The applause sounds loud, but does it fill the soul? Nothing external can permanently fix internal emptiness. That is why even the greatest achievers sometimes cry silently